course participants, welcome to the second lecture of the first model, the role of tourism in the economy. Tourism is a diversitous complex of social infrastructure between industries with productive and non-productive functions. Within economic activities, regardless of the type, there is the use of natural and human resources. But while in some cases the achievement of economic effects is aimed at quick and increased profits with exhaustible resources, in other cases it is necessary to feed the economy into the specificities of the mountain area, connected with nature and social life, with prosperity for many years to come. The first case implies the revival of the economy for a short period as a result of exploited mineral, energy, landscape, biological and other resources for the development of cataclysm, landslides, villages. As a result, the life of the population of mountain regions is based on the virtue of survival. The population decreased significantly in the mountains and increased in the intermountain depressions. Disproportionate use of territory is interconnected with increased pressure on the ecosystem. The perceived effects are pronounced, and the use of sustainable development of mountainous area is of recent concern. Sustainability in development, in addition to protection and improvement of living conditions of mountain inhabitants, implies protection of the environment. There is a correspondence of heritage conservation from the perspective of culture and diversity, which based on cultural identity and personal strengths. Tourism in numerous countries around the world as an important and integral political aspect to growth and survival from an income point of view is now a relevant issue for government consideration. At the core of tourism is complex and massive human interaction with a need for a wide range of services. This need requires sustainable financial investment with new opportunities and changes in countries that are hosts and regions with different types of developing tourism. Tourism is divided into the following categories: cultural, mass tourism, health tourism, sports tourism, and ecological tourism. Due to the impressive diversity of activities in the tourism sector, components such as social, cultural, economy, and ecological tourism need proper conditions to benefit the industry with many aspects of mountain inhabitants and the environment. Because of the potential positive effect tourism has on the country's economy and social life, development of the industry plays an important role for Russia. Tourism has the potential to become a major factor in economic development in Russia. Tourism is a proven source of foreign exchange, providing a level of employment and income in the country's far-flung regions. To increase the profitability of the tourism business, active development and exploration of new areas will be required. The evolving system of tourism and recreation over the past few years has been in line with the country's radical economic transformation, reinforcing a number of trends of positive and negative nature. The level of paid tourism and sanatorium and health services in tourism is slowly increasing. In 2029, the volume of paid tourism and recreational services has increased by as much as 5 times compared to the 2020 level. With regard to changes in export and import of travel, there has been an increase in the number of foreign visitors due to increased travel for private and business purpose. With the transition to a market economy and the increased cost of goods, energy, expansion of the types and size of the tax base, land rents and other fees from local government authorities, the cost of travel has risen over 100 times compared to 2018. This is the main reason for the inaccessibility to the general population without possibility of developing tourism on a mass scale. Domestic tourism firms primarily target wealthy clients, but school children, students and ordinary employees make up the bulk of tourists. Therefore, in an effort to make tourism a leading economic sector in Russia, it will be necessary to develop and offer affordable but interesting tours for the middle class of consumers. But analogy with the experience of developed countries such as Austria, Switzerland and other mountainous countries, the development of tourism in the Republic should primarily take into account the interests of tourists from neighboring states. When talking about tourism development, inbound tourism is often meant. Along with this, the development of domestic and social tourism will be required. Among the priority direction of social tourism, it is necessary to designate tourism for children and youth, health-improving, ecological and cultural informative type. This category should include travel with the family for youth, for people with disabilities, and international exchange with the framework of social tourism of other countries. Social tourism has evolved from VAT on business in the tourism sector and the imposition of a state duty of outbound tourism. If there was any proposal or use of funds, the latter would be credited to the state budget. Conclusions. The Swiss researchers that estimates that the share of tourism production is at 5.6% of Switzerland GDP. This example clearly showed that the role of the tourism economy for a mountainous region is not ambiguous. By focusing economy development solely on tourism, it will do more harm than good. Although it is necessary to change with the direction or measurement in the economy on tourism development, it is ensured that tourism has a major lasting impact on the population living in mountainous areas. Thank you for your attention.